Hey Mona, hey Max, hey Sammy, hi Alex. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Namaste. Hi Eva Marie. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. Thank you for the pokes. Hi Tree. Yeah, I'm starting really late tonight. Ooh, Kempire's live too. Bowling was good. We actually won all 3 games and got point. We won game 2 by 1 pin. It was very close, but they were a fun group to bowl against. I'm still, I don't know if you can hear, my throat is very scratchy. I don't feel sick. It's just there. I was thinking I haven't had a throat infection in a while, so I'm really hoping it's not turning into one. I've been going strong without having one for a little bit, so. Hey, Becca. Sharon, thank you for subscribing. I do have Rosalie on my, pulled up on my security camera right now because she just went to bed. So I'm she's ready to pass out though. So I'm hoping she falls asleep quickly. But if you see me looking back, I'm checking on her. I forgot to take my watch off. Let me take that off quickly. Okay. Since it is late, I'm not going to wait long to start. So if you'd like to consent to tonight's healing, go ahead and do so now. Type in the comments, think it to yourself, say it out loud, whatever you're most comfortable with if you have not consented yet. I personally am okay if you would like to consent on behalf of children and pets. I do ask adults to consent for themselves. And please make sure you have water or tea, something to hydrate with. Go ahead and start with our selenite cleanse. I turned the ring light off tonight because I know last night it was very bright. And I'm not feeling the blue light tonight. So we're just going to enjoy the ambient lighting behind us. Love it, Jess. All the kitty cats coming in. Hi, Sophie. It has to be at 4:30. Oh, man, that's the time my husband gets up. You need to go to bed. Lay down, get comfortable. Let the Reiki work its magic. I asked the person doing Reiki on here what kind of Reiki. She said the normal kind. What? Yeah, that's a red flag. If they're attuned to Reiki, they should know what kind of Reiki it is. Michael said there's the best. Yeah, see, red flags. The problem is, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, I think people automatically assume that when they're doing energy work that it is Reiki, and they don't realize that Reiki is a form of energy work that requires like certain steps and practices. So I feel like some people might honestly make the mistake of not knowing the answer, but you should know the answer, if that makes sense. Yeah, the normal kind. There are so many different styles of Reiki. Someone was telling me that just in the States alone, there's over 20 styles. I know of probably like 10 different styles. Even last week, I told you I just heard that there was a golden dragon type of Reiki. And I was like, well, now I want to learn that. I was like, that sounds cool. But yeah, depending on where you are in the world, there are so many different branches of it. But the Sui Reiki, which is the traditional style, not the normal style, the traditional style Reiki is pretty much what most of them branch off of from. Oh, a lot of people didn't get notifications tonight. Is it worth getting level 3 if you don't feel called to teach? I definitely noticed a difference with the third attunement for sure, but I wouldn't say significantly more so. Like if you feel called to do it, even if you don't want to teach, I do think it's something that is beneficial, but I don't think it's a must. So the different styles of Reiki that I'm aware of, some of them use different symbols. They come from different parts of the world, so there's that. When I did my reattunement with Ashley for Usui Reiki Master, she also attuned me to Sakim Reiki energy. So whereas Usui Reiki uses universal life force, Sakim Reiki uses more of like light energy. I know that there's a couple of styles of Reiki, like Golden Dragon, when I was researching it, uses more of like earth energy. So the energy placements kind of come from different spots too. But again, I am not like super familiar with all of them. So that's just based off of what I've heard from people who practice them and from what research I've done. I know Violet Flame is the one I'm taking with Ashley now. And she said that like Usui feels more like masculine energy, whereas Violet Flame feels more like feminine energy. So, but again, that's like her take on it. So everyone's going to kind of feel it a little bit different, I think. I do practice multiple types. So I'm a Sui Reiki Master, a Sakim Reiki Master. I am working on a Violet Flame course. I did reach out to Jessa about Holy Fire, so that is on my list as well. And then the Golden Dragon one I want to do too. So I'm working my way through them. Ashley's handle is Beautifully Awakened. Thank you, Porta Girl. She's still awake. Hi, Katie. That's what they said the other night we were talking about. They're like, it sounds like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Can you do more than one style of Reiki at once? Yes. So now that I've been attuned to Sakim Reiki, I've been incorporating a lot of the symbols into the lives from that as well. So I kind of mix both styles together. And most of them are pretty interchangeable. Sorry, I feel like I have to sneeze. Sorry. Yeah, Ashley is super sweet. If you guys are not following her, I definitely encourage it. The Sakim Reiki was Egyptian, yeah. That one was discovered, I think it was by Patrick Ziegler in like the 1980s. So that one's more of like light energy, whereas Sui Reiki is more like universal energy. Thank you. Hi, Belinda. SD, thank you for subscribing. Hi, Eric. This kid's making so much noise. Have I heard of Oceanic Reiki? No, I have not heard of that. Sarah Louise Tilsley. Tilsley? I'll have to look that up. Is that on the tube of you, I'm assuming? Oh, Big Mama, I'm glad it's helping. Thank you, Jill. Sarah Louise. That name, it's like, it doesn't sound familiar, but it does sound familiar. But I've never heard of Oceanic Reiki. I'm wondering if I heard someone else talk about it. Hold on. I got to write Sarah Louise down so I don't forget. Sarah Louise Tilsey. Okay. She puts me to sleep every time. Yeah, I will totally pull that up tonight. She's British. Oh, she uses shells. That's cool. Thank you, Eric. Oh, so the game we tried to play last night, TikTok, my stuff is under review, which is why it wasn't showing, and it was still under review tonight. So I'm hoping by tomorrow night's live or Friday night's live, it will be done with the review. And then we can play the game. I'm by the ocean. I should go get some shells. We can have our own little Myrtle Beach Reiki. Oh no, Stacy, do you have COVID? I have the 3-minute COVID video on the 3-minute playlist on TikTok. Hi, Donna. I need everyone to put hearts and little hug emojis in the chat for Donna, our wonderful mod, because this month is a tough month for her and we need to show her lots of love and support. Donna's always here for us, and we are here for you. So lots of virtual hugs. She is absolutely the best. I'm very fortunate where I have absolutely incredible mods. And Donna, I don't know if you've missed a live in like a year. She is so freaking dedicated to this. So we love you, Donna. We're here for you, just like you're always here for all of us. I am on the very first selenite cleanse, guys. I started way late. So probably going to be on for, I'm guessing, at least 45 minutes to an hour. She has an information video about what oceanic Reiki is. I'm going to look it up and see. Yes, if you're just joining in, oh, there we go. If you're just joining in, get nice and comfy. Make sure you have something to drink and hydrate. Don't forget to consent. Just something, all I see is 60, but I didn't see anything. Trying, what 60, Sharon? I missed what popped up. Hi, Courtney. How are you? I know when Donna popped up, you guys were asking about the game. Sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore that. Last night, I made some changes. So if you're a subscriber, you have access to certain things that non-subscribers don't. And I told the subscribers that we were going to play a game and there was a prize for whoever won, but I wasn't telling them what the game was or what the prize was, just that they would win if they won. But then TikTok never, it keeps freezing. TikTok never finalized my review and still hasn't, so. Ooh, Orca, Agate, and Aquamarine. Is hydration really important with Reiki? I hear people say that, but don't know why. Yes, so think of it as an energetic detox or cleanse. The Reiki is going to shift things around energetically in you, and staying hydrated can help alleviate symptoms, something called like a healing crisis. So usually it's either headaches or nausea tends to be the two things that might affect you the most, especially if you're newer to Reiki and receiving it. So staying hydrated kind of helps alleviate those symptoms, and hydration is very important and good for you in general. So you do not have to hydrate, but I always do hydration reminders because it's very helpful. Okay. Speaking of which, let's hydrate. Thank you for the pokes and nose boops. Ugh. Yeah, first attunement was bonkers. Yes. Mine was good. I was trying to remember. It's been so long since then. I remember being like super like relaxed and blissed out, but also like you feel the shift. It's hard to explain. Thank you everyone for sharing the live. Why did my body get tingly during a Reiki session? You are feeling the flow of energy. So everyone's going to receive the Reiki depending on what their needs are at that specific time. There are times where I feel it physically. I feel like tingling or warm sensations. Sometimes I just feel like a pressure's come off my body. Other times I don't feel it physically at all. I know it's working more on like a mental or emotional level. Like crying is very normal with an emotional release. I've had people break out and just laugh. I've seen it all at this point. But tingling is usually one of the more popular things that people might feel. You could also just get super relaxed and fall asleep. Sorry, my nose is tingly again. I feel like a sneeze is coming on. I think you guys are poking my nose too much. Alex, I'm sorry you had a rough week. I hope it gets better. It's tickling. Okay. Sorry, I'm very sniffly tonight. Yeah, it's the nose. I'm telling you, it's always at night. Like today, I think I sneezed once throughout the day. And now that I'm up here, it's late. So my goal is to get everyone so relaxed that they fall asleep and they wake up in the morning and their phone says live ended. That is my goal. If you feel like you need to fall asleep, do not fight it. Your body is trying to go in that deep state of relaxation. You cried during your attunement? I don't remember if I cried during my attunement. I don't think I did. I have cried from sessions though. Multiple times this week. I feel like, listen, since that, what was it, the eclipse and retrograde like merged into one, it's been very hectic energy. This live is ended. Yeah, I do that sometimes with ASMR. So that is my goal, is to get everyone so relaxed that they fall asleep, because when your body is in a deep state of relaxation, it's also able to self-heal. So all right, let me think what crystal I want. I want soothing tonight. Let's do howlite. Maybe something for sinuses. Oh, now I got hiccups. Okay, we got howlite. Oh, it's chilly. Thank you. You made another? Oh, did I miss it? Sorry, the comments flew by kind of quickly. Yes, relax and clench your jaw. Yes, howlite. Ooh. Those sound fun, Mona. I do have incense burning, but I burn it every night I do a session up here. I burn it for every one-on-one session, every live. So at this point, I'm pretty used to it. Yes, howlite is the egg to our bacon. Hi, Laura. Oh, it's starting. Howlite's working its magic. My 7-year-old is in pain, trying to explain Reiki to her, but she is scared. Oh, I'm sorry. Tell her this is what I do with my daughter. We rub our hands together really fast, and then we hold them apart, and then we feel all the tingles and stuff in between our hands. We say it's kind of like tickles in your hands. And she does it, and then she'll hold her hands up to me, and I'll hold my hands up to her, and we feel each other's like little tickles and energy. And that is what the Reiki feels like. Artemis! Oh, congrats on level 3. I tried working on the level 1 course today, and I got like on 1 page typed up, and then I had to go to bowling. So it's been slow progress this week. Explain the levels. So there are different levels to Reiki. In Usui Reiki, which is the style I practice, level 1 is where your body is attuned so that you're able to do Reiki for yourself or family and friends in person. Level 2 is when you are attuned so that you're able to do distance healing like I am doing now. You can send Reiki to anywhere in the world. The energy is not bound by time, distance, or space. And then level 3 is where you become a master, and you can also practice to become a teacher. Thank you, Artemis. Brooklyn, oh no. Has your leg been set in place? That is the one thing I was taught not to do Reiki for, is if someone has a broken bone, it is not set, because you don't want it to start healing in the wrong placement. If you want to learn Reiki, you have to be taught by a Reiki master. I am working on my level 1 course now, so I'm hoping to have it done by the end of August. Highlight tonight is for some good relaxation, anti-stress. If you have insomnia or anything like that, it is very soothing. Tigerfly. I forgot about Tigerfly. Oh, you had to get surgery. It plates and screws, but I hope you recover quickly and that it's an easy, painless heal. But yeah, if you guys ever have a broken bone, please do not consent unless it is set back in place. Yes, Donna, get a grounding mat. Do I get the same sensations when giving and receiving? So it feels very similar, because as a Reiki practitioner, when you are doing Reiki, the Reiki is being channeled through your body and out through your hands. So I am receiving a Reiki healing while I'm also giving a Reiki healing. So it's very relaxing and healing for me as well. So if you always get a panic attack after Reiki sessions, it could be your body trying to release the negative energy. I love the grass. I'm not a bug person. Same. Thank you, V. Yes, you definitely don't have to lay in the grass. I think you're more inland. You're not near the beach. I was gonna say, even just like walking in the ocean or by the sand, like something like that is good. Even just walking barefoot outside, just stand in the grass. So if you rarely feel tingles from Reiki, you are absolutely not doing anything wrong. Your body is just receiving it in a less physical way. Reiki channels universal life force energy. So it is the same as just receiving like unconditional love. It can never do harm. It is always sent with good intentions. There's no such thing as overdosing on Reiki. If your body is done receiving, you will just simply stop accepting it. Yeah, you definitely don't have to like lay in the grass and roll around. Even if you just want to like stand, like put your hand on a tree. Yeah, there are times where I feel absolutely nothing while I'm watching Reiki, and it's just at that point I understand it's more of like an emotional or mental healing for me at that time. Your dead grass. Yeah, my grass is not comfortable to walk on, but I also have a lot of plants that I have inside, so I try to connect with those plants so that I don't have to walk barefoot outside. But when I go to the beach, I spend a lot of time by the in the sand and in the ocean. Yes, on the forest floor, have tea. Thank you, Eva Marie. I appreciate that so much. Yes, hug a tree, get a little plant and keep it inside. Talk to the little plant. Yes. Definitely don't step on the little plant. Yeah, we have so many fire ants here. I refuse to walk around barefoot because I just, like, my husband and daughter get bit by them all the time and they're so used to them, but I'm so sensitive to those things. Like, if I get an ant, like a fire ant bite, I'll have it for like a month and a half. Hi, Brent Stew. Sometimes inflammation connected tissue around valves, what can help? Oh, so crystals for solar plexus would be really good for any kind of gut health issues. I use yellow jasper. I have IBS. That's also really good for like Crohn's and stuff like that. Um, Tiger's eye, yellow calcite, yellow aventurine. Anything typically in like the yellow color range would be really good for that. Hi, Molly. Yeah, fire ants and yellow flies. If I get a yellow fly bite, I'm like swollen for like a week. Hi, I am my own. How are you? I talked to my veggie guard. Yes. Hi, Trish. Been showing some creepy haunted houses lately. Selenite would be great for you to carry around because it's cleansing and protecting. But any kind of protection crystal like black tourmaline, onyx, jet, tiger's eye are all really good. Yes, Donna, come to the beach so we can see each other. All right, let's take a minute and hydrate and stretch. Oh, good neck crack. Sorry, guys, I'm very sniffly. I'm sure that is not the most relaxing sound to hear. Ugh. The horseflies around here are huge. Do I believe in putting certain stones in directions? I have seen a lot of people do it. I'll be honest, I have not looked that much into it. I put them around me and I set the intentions. But I do know a lot of people who put them in like very specific like corners of the house or specific rooms. That's like above my knowledge. But it's funny you said that because I literally saw a video about that. I think it was like yesterday or the day before, where she put like amethyst in one corner, selenite in another. I think it was like black tourmaline. It was like there are 4 crystals and there's a different one in each corner of the house. But yes, that is something that I have seen a lot of people do. Love you too, Marie. Thank you. If you find yourself in Alaska and some of the mosquitoes with a state bird. Carnelian, yes, that was the 4th crystal. It was carnelian, amethyst, I think selenite or quartz, something clear, and I think black tourmaline. Let me grab. I'm gonna grab golden healer. Golden healer. Yeah, golden healer. We'll cover all our bases. I've never been to Alaska, but I would love to go to Alaska. My husband wants to do a cruise in Alaska. So we're going to use Golden Healer. Golden Healer is a Golden Healer quartz, so it is a master healer. Thank you for sharing the live and tapping the screen. Yes, like feng shui with crystals. Oh, that's so cool, Donna. Ooh, sorry, it's very red right now. I don't know if the red's bothering anyone either. Apparently hematite and carnelian's a no. So I have heard a lot of people say that certain crystals shouldn't be with other crystals. That's one part of the reason why I keep them in the cases I have them in, because the crystals are never mixed and touching one another. And also because I have so many crystals, I really can't keep track of what should or should not be next to or touching one another. So I try to separate them by like colors for like chakras and stuff like that. But again, that's something I would definitely have to research more on. So Golden Healer and Super 7 both contain quartz in them. So quartz in and of itself is a master healer. Amethyst is a master healer because that's quartz. Citrine is quartz. So smoky quartz, rose quartz, all of those would be considered master healers. Moldavite and malachite should not be next to each other. Now that's funny because I've heard people say they use them together, so I wonder why those two aren't supposed to be together. I did once and had a big change, but sometimes big changes are necessary. It might shift. You might have needed that big shift. And moldavite in and of itself is pretty intense, so like malachite is very like detoxing and stuff like that. I guess because they're both, but they're so similar too. That's interesting. So if you really want to change shit up, use malachite and moldavite together, apparently. See, when I use malachite, like, I don't feel it as strong as moldavite. To me, malachite's much more soothing and gentle. But for me, that resonates more like with heart chakra, whereas Moldavite resonates with me as like the one really big for change. Yeah, intention and Chris probably completely understand that. But like all crystals have so many crystal properties. It really depends on what your intention is with it. Oh yeah, that's definitely a big change then, Dragon Lady, for sure. Oh, I'm glad you like the crystals. This kid is still awake. It's almost midnight here. $7.53 in Alaska. Thank you, Alaska lady. We'll behave ourselves, Tree. I'm glad you got to relax, Eric. You definitely freaking deserve it. I love you too. I appreciate you being here. Please don't behave. I know I'm waiting for it to say that they came back in so I can be like, shh. You just got the invite 6 minutes ago. What is going on, TikTok? Pull yourself together. All aboard. Ah, Tree didn't tell me you came back in. I was gonna be like, shh, stop talking about Tree. I was like hyper focused on like it notifying me with who's coming in the live. Yeah, non-sleeper is right now. Oh my gosh, she's only 7. I can't handle it for that much longer. I know, now we gotta stop talking smack, you guys. All right, like, shh, play cool, play cool. Oh, here come the yawns. Thank you, Alaska lady. That's beautiful. Why I oughta. Thank you, Eric. I've always been a night owl my entire life. I hate mornings. Mostly because my anxiety causes so much insomnia. I've never been a morning person, which is funny because when I was working at bakeries, I always had to get up super early. I think because I had to get up early for so many years, I truly appreciate being able to sleep in late. Thank you, Alaska Lady. Thank you, Ashley. I'm glad you're nice and relaxed now. Thank you, Eric. My best sleep is in the daylight. I love naps. I told my daughter, I said, I wish I was 7 again just so I could sleep for 12 hours. Oh, sorry. I was so bad, you guys. Remember how tired I was on the live last night? I didn't fall asleep till 3:30 this morning because Ziva's stomach has been a mess with all the medicine she's on. And I didn't want her to wake my husband up banging on her crate. So I stayed up on the couch next to her crate in case she had to go. I don't mind mornings. My issue is that, like, I never sleep, like, solid sleep. My husband, he closes his eyes, he's snoring before his head hits the pillow. He's out. Like, when he sleeps for 6 hours, it's like 6 solid hours. I toss and turn so much that I feel like I'm always tired. So when I wake up in the morning, I need like multiple alarms. I like to lay in bed for a couple minutes and open my eyes and process life and process the world. And he like opens his eyes and he jumps right up and he's like, "What's taking you so long?" I'm like, "I am trying to acclimate to the world today." Yeah, when I worked at the bakery, I used to have to be there between 3 and 4 in the morning, and I had like an alarm for like 2:15, 2:30, and then by that point, if I didn't get up, he would be like kicking me, like, "Let's go, I want to sleep." So I'm like, I need time to process. And lately, especially, oh, sorry, thank you for the gifts, guys. Sorry, I keep seeing them pop up. Thank you, Alaska Lady. Especially the last like 5 years before my doctor wrote me the prescription for my TMJ, like anytime I lay down on my face, it would be so sore and like tight. It would hurt just to lay down. So it's like now you're trying to sleep, you're trying to get your body to relax. Your body doesn't want to relax. It's just like this whole crazy thing. So when I'm very tired and I like go into a deep sleep, I try to enjoy it. I miss baking. I miss decorating cakes and everything so much. But I do not miss having to be there at 3 in the morning. I do not miss having to work every holiday and every weekend. I do not miss the 14, 15, 16-hour shifts for the holidays. Just nope. Oh, I love that, Jennifer. I'm not a toaster. I don't pop out of bed. I'm totally going to tell him that next time I try to wake up and he's already up. uh, Trying to make the donuts. Hi, Irene. Do I still bake on this side? I will for like family and friends. When my sister-in-law got married, I made her and her husband's wedding cake and all their pastries and stuff for their wedding a few years ago. So I will, but I don't really have all the supplies and stuff like I used to make it. But there are times where my husband makes fun of me, like it'll be 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, "I'm craving chocolate. I'm gonna make a souffle." And he's like, "Who the hell makes a souffle at 10 o'clock at night?" I'm like, "But I want one." Yeah, when my anxiety used to be really bad, I had horrible sleep patterns. It's tough to break those. I empathize with you. I completely understand that. Right now we are using golden healer quartz. I totally will, Jennifer. Sorry. Good morning, Constantinos. Oh, sorry. What are sleep patterns? Those words combined are confusing me. I agree. I'm like dreading when Rosalie has to go back to school in a couple of weeks because it is going to be a rough week. You guys might not see me for a little bit when that starts. I know they're contagious. I'm trying to help everyone get nice and relaxed and sleepy. Sharing is caring. Rosalie just threw her stuffed animal on the floor. Oh my gosh. If I could homeschool her, I absolutely would, but I can't. And she likes like going to school when she's there, but getting her up into the car to get to school is what I'm dreading. There's someone back to school last week. Holy moly, that's early. Like, I'm from up north originally, so like school started the weekend after like Labor Day and stuff. So it's like Labor Day? No, Memorial. Yeah, it was like it's usually like the first week of September. It is time for school to start back. Womp womp. Yeah, school starts August 15th here. And what I don't understand is like July and August are the hottest months of the year here. So why are you having these kids to go back in these hot buildings? Yeah, day after Labor Day. Yeah, they've already had like back to school shopping in stores here for like the last month. It's like they just got out of school. Can you give them a minute? Starts on the 11th with half days. That is different. Oh man. Sorry. Yes, it can help arthritis. Hi, Brianna. Welcome. Okay. Oh my gosh, here we have Christmas stuff. That's bananas. Yes, Irene, I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. Yeah, so if someone doesn't believe in it and they're not going to consent, I definitely wouldn't push them. I would give them time, but I would tell them, like, if they're open to trying it, it's not ever going to hurt. It doesn't cause any harm. So if they're open to receiving and maybe, getting some relaxation and the least out of it, but I definitely wouldn't push someone. I haven't seen Halloween stuff or Christmas stuff out yet. That's definitely crazy. We go back end of July, beginning of August. Oh, balance calendars. Okay. Yeah, if your friend is willing to consent to it, they absolutely can receive the Reiki. Halloween candy boxes in Kroger's today? What? Holy smokes. Michael's has Christmas sugar. Oh man. They're really jumping the gun tonight. Yeah, $130 for a shower curtain. That's like only part of the year. So just because she doesn't feel the Reiki does not mean she's still not receiving the energy flow. There's times where even I don't feel it when I sit and watch or receive sessions. So it could be she's just healing on more of like a mental or emotional level first. So if she's open to it, I would have her try it at least a couple times. She might experience something different each and every time. And in the least, if it's at least relaxing for her, that's good for her body to get some rest too. It's like an energetic massage. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I tipped it so low I couldn't read. Yeah, sometimes it takes a minute for Reiki to start quote unquote working. Yep, I can understand that absolutely. Got it into crystals. Yep, baby steps. Hi, Squirrely, how are you? I know, I need a massage so bad. I gotta find time I can like either take off of work or something and go get one. Surprised half of y'all aren't asleep just based off my yawning alone. 11:11 Central Standard Time, which means it's almost 12:12 Eastern Standard Time. Makes two of us, yeah. I did start late tonight. Oh, my eyes are watering now from all the yawning. I promise I'm not crying. Yeah, Yes, if you need to take meds or give pets meds, make sure you do so before you fall asleep. Make sure plugs devices are plugged in, phones, tablets, computers, whatever you need. Make sure alarms are set. So tired I can't talk right now. Ooh. Now see, this is what happens to me. I get so tired and relaxed during the Reiki, and then I go downstairs and I have to do something and I'm up for 3 hours. I know, it's so bad right now, guys. I'm sorry. Between the sniffles and the yawning. Oh, man. I might wake up to my own life ended. Oh my gosh, that would be epic. Like, Rosalie's still awake right now, so I can't go to sleep till she goes to sleep. I might fall asleep on the couch waiting for her to go to sleep. Yes, it's like by the time I go to bed, I tell my husband all the time, I said, I can't go to bed if I'm not like 80 to 90% tired because I won't fall asleep. And then I'll lay there and I'll get mad that I'm not falling asleep. So I have to wait until like I'm a very precise amount of tired where I'm tired enough to lay there and fall asleep within like 5 or 10 minutes. Otherwise, it's all downhill. So I purposely like don't go to bed until I know I'm ready to fall asleep. Y'all, it's a whole process. So it's like you gotta be just the right amount of tired, but not tired enough. Like, and then there's times where I fall asleep or I start to fall asleep on the couch and he's like, go to bed. I'm like, but I'm comfortable. And if I get up now and I move, it's going to wake me up and then I'm not going to fall asleep. So I'd rather just stay here a little longer. That's so bad. He's like, I can see you falling asleep. I'm like, I know, but I'm actually sleeping. So let me sleep. When I am ready to wake up and move to the bed, I will by chance move to the bed. Just let your girl get some rest. I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I have seen so many videos come across my For You page that have very similar symptoms like anxiety and stuff that I guess could also be ADHD, so it is very possible. I do one-on-one sessions, yes, through Zoom. The link is in my bio. Are we married to the same person? Yes. Like I have the like the smartwatch so it tracks my sleep. My sleep scores are always like not the greatest. Like my REM sleep is so little. So I get a lot of light sleep. I don't get much deep sleep because I toss and turn a lot too. Speaking of one-on-one sessions, I wanted to update my dates because right now we are planning on doing Rosalie's party in August, so I need to add the extra week. I don't think I did it yet. Hold on, let me see. Yes, there are a lot of overlapping symptoms between ADHD and anxiety. Okay, hold on. I gotta add the first week of August to it, which is up till August 7th. Okay. So there are one-on-one sessions available now up until Saturday, August 6th. Because sharing a bed with pizza is sleeping with the blender. I like to starfish when I sleep. So I am always like rolling over from side to side to belly. Well, I don't really sleep on my stomach anymore since I had Rosalie. Back to side to back to side. So it's just like my husband, like, he falls asleep, he wakes up in like the same position. I want a one-on-one in person. Yeah, if you can do a one-on-one in person, that would be pretty epic. I told Rosalie I had to share a bed with her one night. It's like sleeping with a ninja, like a 6-year-old ninja at the time. The fetal position. Yep, fetal position too. Oh, my Lanta. Ah. Thank you so much, Ruth. I still have the last selenite cleanse to do. And then it will be bedtime. Fingers crossed. Hopefully your son's a drunken octopus. I like that. Too funny. I've heard a lot of women aren't diagnosed with ADHD until they're much older. And I can understand why. The symptoms are, I guess, are very pretty different for men and women. My husband was diagnosed, I don't know if it was ADD or ADHD, but he has one of them. And Rosalie has some similar symptoms too. But she's also young, so. Thank you, Laura. Okay, let's hydrate. My incense is falling. Let's not let that happen. Okay. Yeah, males are more hyperactive. Oh, ADD and ADHD are diagnosed as the same disorder now. So is it all considered like ADHD? Kind of like Asperger's and autism are now all just a spectrum of autism. Okay, so it is all ADHD now. Okay, that makes sense. The assessment for ADHD takes 2 hours. Really? That's like so against ADHD. I have an appointment coming up with my physician. I think it's the end of August, so I'll have to ask her. Okay, so just different types. That makes sense. Predominantly inattentive types. See, I don't know what the different types are. Yeah, I was gonna say 2 hours seems like a very long time. That's crazy. I can understand for children maybe needing to do the assessments in longer periods or even over a few visits, because you might want to just make sure like the kid's not just having like an off day or something like that. Like you might want to see like consistencies, but that's a lot. Thank you, Mikey. ADHD was the ticket to meeting. Oh, really? Now, see, I'm familiar with neurodivergent, and I do, like, some symptoms resonate, some don't. So I'm wondering, like, if my symptoms are more of, like, a specific type. Oh, inattentive and hyperactive. I'm definitely not hyperactive. I was meeting with my therapist, and by second visit, he's like, "Have you ever been diagnosed with ADHD?" No, but I suspected I was. Yeah. See, my therapist has never said anything about it, but I think because my symptoms like are so obviously anxiety too. So is inattentive like more like you have trouble focusing? It's more about the coping mechanisms of the labels. Okay. I'll have to look more into this. The therapist diagnosed with like 20 questions. Dr. TikTok. Listen, I've learned so much more on TikTok than I have in my entire 36 years of existence on this planet. With some things, like, I'm like, why don't they teach this in school? Like, TikTok has taught me so much. I can definitely relate to brain fog, but at the same time, I think that has a lot to do with like not sleeping so well because of anxiety. Because I'm really good at multitasking. And I hate leaving something like unfinished. So like I always feel like I have to finish stuff. I don't like leaving things. I'll have to ask my therapist. I see my therapist before the physician, so. Oh, I just felt something in my chest. If someone's chest just popped, I think I felt that. That's a very weird sensation. I feel stuck. It feels like my chest plate needs to crack. You just emailed them today. Ooh. Ugh. It won't crack. It's like, I don't know, like a hand down from my neck. It doesn't feel like heartburn. It feels like something needs to crack. Like there's like an air pocket that needs to bubble. I don't know how to explain it. It feels very like stuck. I'm gonna work it out. It actually felt that was helping. Maybe I should do it up so it comes out. Oh, that was it. Oh, it still feels tight though. You guys hear that? I was like, oh, sorry. I told you guys things happen all the time with Reiki. It didn't feel like a burp, but apparently someone had it. Oh man. That was like intense. Usually if it's my burps, like I can feel it coming up. I never felt anything come up. It was like just like out of nowhere. It was just there. So hopefully someone had some good release. Hopefully it worked its way out. All the people swiping into the live like, what the hell? esophageal reflux. Soul burps. I like that. The depths below. This is what they call a live experience. Yes, extra ASMR, no charge. Listen, y'all, I can burp like nobody's business. That was nothing compared to what I usually got, but it just felt, oh, that one felt weird. This must be the not normal kind of Reiki. Oh, too funny. This is why I love our group. We go with the flow. uh, yeah, it feels like it needs to crack. I don't know. It's like, but it was so like, it was like nothing and then something. It was very quick and random. New style of Reiki just dropped, yeah. Better out than in, I say. Did you burble that, Sophie? Maybe that's why you weren't having that pain. It was finally coming out and releasing. Sorry, this happens. Yep. You never know how a release is going to happen or when. I'm fading fast, guys. And she's out of bed. God, this kid needs to sleep. We're at the very, very end. Sorry, Andrea. But don't forget, if you still need something, the Tube of You has lots and lots of lives up. Thank you, Sylvia. Reiki pats on the back for burps, yeah. Something in my eye. I'm trying to blink it out. Okay, it feels better. We tried giving her melatonin in the past, and she just it didn't really do anything. I think it gave her weird dreams, which didn't really help her sleep. Okay. Every time I blink, I'm seeing like this little flash of light, so something's clearly still in my eye. Thank you, Eric. Does the cat go in her room? Sometimes, but not all the time. She's not in there right now. Oof. Yeah, she didn't react well to the melatonin. It gave her like weird dreams and stuff, so I didn't want to up the dosage if it made it worse. She has a humidifier in her room, and we put like essential oils and stuff in there. We started her on the lowest dosage. And we tried there was a gummy version, we tried a chewable version, and then I don't think it was like a dissolvable. I don't remember what it was. There was like 2 or 3. Magnesium. I'll have to look into the magnesium. Tonight she had a bug bite on her leg and it was itching her, so I know that was kind of irritating her and keeping her up. But like, this kid. The box rescue remedy. Let me write these down because otherwise I forget. Hold on. Anyway, box rescue remedy. Box rescue remedy. The Vino makes lavender chamomile lotion. Yeah, she does. We have like little bath bombs and stuff like that for her too that we do. She's going to be in 2nd grade. Oh, I love that you call it spotted tea. That's so sweet. She's not a big tea drinker. She's tried some of my teas before. She enjoys helping me make them, but she does not like to drink them. So I have the pillow mist from Bath and Body Works. That's like lavender and vanilla to help you get nice and relaxed to sleep. Shot of whiskey. She's not a big milk drinker. Yeah. I've even like given her Reiki and stuff like that. Her thing is that, and I've shared this a few times, ever since that we had that incident in our neighborhood with the neighbor with the house burnt down, when you walk out of our front door, like you can see through the other houses that the house is like still burnt. So she has this fear that our house is going to catch on fire. And it's hard to explain to a recently new 7-year-old that, you know, we tell her like, you know, that house caught on fire because someone did it on purpose, and no one in our house is going to do it on purpose. So, and we try to be honest with her, like, you know, accidents can happen, but our house is equipped with fire alarms and an alarm system that will call the police and the fire department. And, you know, we have a fire plan. My sister-in-law's husband is a firefighter, so I told him I want to take her to the fire station one day to like see the fire trucks and everything so that she feels a little more comfortable with it. So she's just like, I think she heard everyone talk about it for so long, and everyone had pictures and videos, and it was just like she sees it, and it's just a constant reminder to her. So we're going to take her to the firehouse. We're going to make it like a fun learning trip for her. So we're hoping that helps. Plus, because we've had some crazy thunderstorms here for the last few weeks, every single day, ever since we got caught in that thunderstorm with the hail where the lightning hit like a few hundred feet from us, it scared the crap out of her. So now every time there's like a cloud in the sky, she wants to see my phone to check the radar to see where the clouds are and where the storm is. So yeah, we literally have a fire hydrant in our front yard. So I like, these are like valid anxieties that she has, and we're trying to like help her cope with them and not like yell at her and make her more stressed, because obviously as someone with like anxiety their whole life, I understand how being calm and helping her see like the rational side of it can help. So yeah, so like the thunderstorm, it's funny because she's afraid of the thunder but not the lightning, and we're trying to explain to her like you kind of got it backwards, but she doesn't. She's has such sensitive hearing. This kid can hear someone whisper down the street. I don't know how she does it. So like loud noises in general, she does not like. So now, like the thunder is just, it scares her. That's a good idea. We have a few fire extinguishers in our house because our business is in our house. So with all our equipment and machines running, we have to have them there. So yeah, in her mind, she's definitely taking on a lot, and it's just like it all just kind of like overlapped one after the other. But the fire thing is like, so now when we go to bed, and if anyone has kids, this is what I started doing, and it has helped her. She's so afraid when she goes to bed that she's going to have bad dreams about fires and stuff. So what we do is I draw like little shapes on her forehead so that it like her brain takes the good thoughts in before bed. So I'll draw like a little smiley face. I do a little heart. I do a star. We do like little rainbows. So I like draw on her forehead, which is just like you know, the sensory is relaxing. And then we seal it in with the kiss. So I do it for her. And then she draws little things on my forehead for good dreams. So this way, all the good things we want to dream about before we go to sleep, we seal in and then we go to bed. Purple on Amazon, that can help soothe kids with anxiety. Ooh, I'm going to look that up. Thank you. So yeah, we are working through it, but one day at a time. But tonight, that bug bite just set her off. Now she's fighting the sleep. Yeah, she has crystals in her room too. We have fire extinguishers. I honestly don't know if I would trust her to not try to touch it and play with it if it was in her room. But when we take her to the firehouse, we're going to sit down with some of the firefighters and come up with like a plan for the house and stuff like that to make her feel better. I have a weighted blanket and she is not the biggest fan of it. I don't think she likes feeling so restricted, whereas to me, like, it's very soothing. It's always the bugs and the bites. Yeah. She plays like 20 questions at night. She's like, Mom, I have a question. And then I come in the room. She's like, I can't remember. Can you wait a minute? And I'm like, you don't have a question. You're just procrastinating, going to sleep. She has her own set of headphones. So when she gets overwhelmed or when there's thunder, she puts the headphones on to drown out the noise. They have lighter ones for kids. Oh, okay. I'll have to look at like, I know they make like little throw one, like throw weighted blankets. So I'll have to look and see. They flip the pillows. Yeah, I have heard of people doing that. I procrastinated going to sleep as a kid too because I had like such bad anxiety, and the house I grew up in was just creepy as all hell. So that didn't help. Yeah, it's like the second she lays down, like all these questions, and I'm like, can you keep like mental notes and ask mommy in the morning? She's like, no, I'll forget. I'm like, well, if you forget, it's probably not that important. She's still moving. This kid's gonna be up. Yeah, I was a good pillow flipper too. I'd flip it multiple times throughout the night, but I also just like the cool side of the pillow. Tell you a story about the house I grew up in. It was in upstate New York. It was built in 1881. It was built first, I think it was, I'm trying to get the order right. Yes, it was an asylum for insane women for a couple of years. Then it turned into a funeral home. So it had two like family rooms, two living rooms, and those were both the rooms that they would use to like have like open caskets and stuff and for the viewings. And we all slept upstairs. And then after that, so it was an asylum, a funeral home, a guy bought it. And then my parents bought it after him. So it was definitely like weird shit would happen. Yeah. So needless to say, saw a lot of things happen in that house. And I mean, because it was so old, it was always like very like creaky and just noisy. It had like the old baseboard heaters. Yeah. So I've definitely seen some spirits and definitely felt some spirits in that house. It never felt like bad energy to me, but when you're young, like that stuff's just creepy in general. So yeah, I lived in that house for 17 years before I went to college. Yeah, I went to college when I was 17. Yeah, it was. My sister and I, this is when we did not know any better. I would never do this now, knowing what I know now. But my sister and I had a Ouija board, and we used to play with the Ouija board without my parents knowing because they would freak out. But yeah, it was it was pretty crazy. Yeah, now I look back and I'm like, what the hell were we thinking? All our friends always wanted to sleep over. They thought our house was so cool. We would put stuff like on one side of the house and we would wake up and it would be on the other side of the house. My friend, she lived a couple miles from me. She had a ghost in her house, a spirit in her house. And when you would go to bed, it would take the covers off of you at night while you were sleeping. So you'd wake up and like your bedspread would be on the other side of the room. Yes, I've experienced this stuff my entire life. Yeah, my friend's dog, it would stand at the bottom of the stairs and it would just look up at the stairs and it would just like bark at nothing. I was never in her house when it happened, but she would tell me that like she would take something out of the fridge and put it on the counter and then she'd go back to shut the fridge and it would be on the other side of the counter, so they always moved stuff on her. Yeah, they also know her as a special gift. Yeah. Yeah. And you're sleeping. I've seen stuff in this house, and this is a new house, so obviously, like, it's not anything attached to the house, but it's like it's always felt positive in here. It's definitely startling, like when you see it at first. I'm like, oh, okay, like bye. They like to bother me like between like 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm actually trying to sleep, and I'll literally say out loud, I'll be like, y'all, like, not now, please, like, come schedule an appointment, come again another time. She went into some crazy things too. Yep. Oh man. Falcon, if you have any crystals, you can definitely set a protection for yourself too, so that you carry it with you wherever you go. Oh, sorry. Yeah, because I can feel it. I can usually tell if it's negative or not. The gatekeeper guides. Yeah. So I always kind of like mentally make a note and say, like, no negative stuff in this room, in this house. Keep it away. It's not welcome here. So if you have any kind of crystals for protection or even cleansing, like selenite, usually the black crystals are really good for protection. Black tourmaline, onyx, jet. Just if you have, like, they make pocket ones or jewelry, like I have bracelets that I wear, so protection crystals would go on your right wrist. And just set the intention for it to keep you safe from negative energy, or specifically that person. So if you have clear quartz, I'm assuming is what you mean by white quartz, clear quartz. Quartz is a master healer, so just set the intention with it that you want it for protection. And if you have incense, you can do like a little smoke cleanse for yourself too. If you want to, I have a playlist for cord cutting on here. So you can watch the cord cutting videos and set your own intention prior to it that all the cords that are released could be your connection to that specific person. So that as I'm doing the cutting and snipping, it is releasing your ties together. 2 to 4 a.m. is called the witching hour. Oh, really? I feel like I've heard that before, but that totally makes sense. I feel like when you're like sleeping and relaxed, like your guard is less up, so that's, you know, probably a good time for them to try to connect. Thank you, Sophia. I hope you get some good sleep. Yes, smoke cleanse. Yes, so I cleanse at night just because I go out so much during the day. But yeah, morning works 100% just as well. I'm just not exactly a morning person, so I try to do as much as I can at night so I can enjoy my mornings a little longer. 2.5 pounds of black tourmaline and selenite. That's amazing. Yes, those are very good ones to keep by your bed. Okay. I need to get some sleep. I need to get this kid to get some sleep because she's still laying there still awake. I could see her eyes open. All right, guys. Thank you so much for 26 shares and 50,000 eye pokes and nose boops. Thank you to everyone who sent gifts, tips, or donations. They're always appreciated. And welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you to my mods, as always, for keeping it a very safe, positive, and peaceful place. I will be back on tomorrow night, hopefully earlier than I was tonight, if Rosalie is in bed. So hopefully around the 10:30 Eastern Standard Time mark. But if you are in our Telegram chat, I will definitely post there when I know what time I'm going to be able to hop on. All right, guys. I love you all. Have a great night or morning, wherever you are. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Good night.